Welcome to section 5.1, part 1. This is the 36th session of the CISSP exam prep series. In this session, we'll learn how to spot and rank the information you protect. We'll answer several questions. What is the data lifecycle? What actually counts as sensitive data? What is personally identifiable information? What makes health information a special case? What is proprietary data? How do governments define classification levels, and who gets to apply those labels? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because you cannot protect what you have not sorted. Picture a logistics firm holding driver records, route maps, and pricing contracts all in one shared drive. Without labels, every file gets treated the same way. Sort them first, and you can lock the crown jewels tightly while leaving the public brochure open. Classification is the decision that every later control depends on. So what is the data lifecycle? It is the whole journey of information, from the moment it is created to the moment it is destroyed. Your job is to protect it at every stage along that path, not just while it is fresh. The very first step is identifying and classifying what you hold. And remember, assets here mean more than files. They include the hardware that processes the data, the media that stores it, and even the data sets and models behind modern artificial intelligence. So what actually counts as sensitive data? Anything that is not meant for the public eye. That covers confidential records, proprietary work, and anything the law forces you to guard. Some of it protects the business, and some of it protects people. Think of it as the difference between the sign on your storefront and the recipe in your safe. One is meant to be seen, the other must stay hidden. What is personally identifiable information? It is any detail that can pin down a specific human being. A name, a national identity number, a birth date, or a fingerprint all qualify. So does anything linkable back to a person, like their medical, financial, or employment history? You are responsible for guarding this data for both staff and customers. And in many places, the law forces you to notify people when a breach exposes it. What makes protected health information a special case? It is health data tied to an identifiable person, and strict rules govern it. People assume only doctors and hospitals carry this duty, but the reach is far wider. Insurers, billing clearinghouses, and their business partners all fall under it. Even an employer offering a health plan may end up handling it. Treat any record touching someone's physical or mental care as protected. What is proprietary data, and why guard it so fiercely? It is anything that gives your organization its competitive edge. Source code, product blueprints, secret formulas, and internal methods all count. If a rival gets hold of it, your core advantage can evaporate overnight. Legal protections like patents and trade secret law help, but they are never enough. Criminals and hostile actors ignore the law and steal it anyway. How do governments define classification levels? They write them into a policy that names each label and its meaning. The scheme runs from top secret down through secret and confidential to unclassified. The wording separating the top three is almost identical, hinging on the damage a leak would cause. Top secret means exceptionally grave harm, secret means serious harm, and confidential means plain harm. Unclassified is everything else, though even that can carry handling restrictions, like for official use only. So who actually gets to apply these labels? Only a designated classification authority, and the rules are strict. In a national system, that authority sits with a small set of senior officials who can classify data or delegate that power. And here is a point people miss on the exam. These classifications are not just for documents, they apply to the hardware too. So a machine that processes secret data becomes a secret asset in its own right. So let's bring it together. Data has a life cycle, and protection starts with sorting it at the very beginning. Sensitive data is anything not meant for the public, from personal records to trade secrets. Personally identifiable information and protected health information carry legal duties, and proprietary data carries your competitive edge. Governments rank data by the damage a leak would cause, and only a designated authority applies the label. Get this sorting right, and every control that follows has a solid foundation. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on rucloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.